So we are live from Crusaders headquarters. I am King Nico, and if you're watching this, you are the resistance. I am coming back on again, 14th or 15th video now in the last 48 hours regarding Charlie Kirk. The information is just popping up left, right, and center. This is a massive ritual, just as big as the Astroworld Travis Scott ritual. This one is huge. Let me just share my window here. So Tommy Robinson, I just watched his pro-Israel live rally from England. The white supremacist rally. I'm going to show you some decode. So I've been telling you about Tommy Robinson for a long time, and now his name is popping up more than ever. And his name is a direct match to the beast system, the Jesuit order, the Dark Lord, the Last Reckoning, and Charlie Kirk. So if you look here, Tommy Robinson equals 1152. Charlie Kirk equals 1152. So Charlie Kirk and Tommy Robinson both matching in numerology here. They both perform the same ritual, one in America, one in England. They're both far-right extremists. They're both connected to presidents and prime ministers. They both are pro-Israel, and they hate colored people, and they're racist. They are white supremacists. So I'm going to get back to this one quickly. Let me just get through where I need to get to. So Charles Kirk was shot on September 10th. I asked AI, I'm like, what time was it in Jerusalem at the moment Charlie Kirk was shot? So I'm going to prove that they are Synagogue of Satan Jews. The shooting of Charlie Kirk happened at 12:23 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, MDT, on September 10th, 2025. Jerusalem is on Israel Daylight Time, IDT, which is UTC +3. So MDT is UTC -6. So Jerusalem is 9 hours ahead of Mountain Daylight Time. So when it was 12:23 p.m. in Utah, it was 9:23 p.m. in Jerusalem. Now remember, USA is right there in the middle of Jerusalem. What is significant about the time being 9:23 p.m. in Jerusalem? Because on September 23rd, 2025, it will fall exactly 1,254 weeks after September 11th, 2001. September 23rd, or 923. September 23rd equals Charles James Kirk. Great Tribulation equals Charlie Kirk. September 23rd is the day that everyone in the world is saying is going to be a prophetic day and a biblical event on September 23rd, 923. It was 9:23 p.m. in Jerusalem when Charlie was shot. 923. September 23rd equals 1614. Charles James Kirk equals 1614. History repeats itself equals 1614. So it is a match for September 23rd and Charles James Kirk. And remember, he was shot at 9:23 p.m. Jerusalem time, right? September 23rd. Please like, comment, and share this video out. I have not seen anyone else come up with these connections. Irina Zorutska equals 1104. Captain Kirk equals 1104. And obviously, Charles Kirk, his name is James Kirk, which matches Captain James Tiberius Kirk. But Irina and Captain Kirk are a match. And Charles, I already showed you all the connections to James Kirk. They share the same name. Fake alien invasion. He's a Baphomet. Charlie Kirk was born a female and was inverted at birth. This is what the synagogue of Satan does. This is how they ritualize their chosen ones to perform these rituals at certain points in their life. Charlie Kirk has already been seen here in a coffin. His wife has posted on social media with symbolism. The body looks fake. Here is more Masonic crap. The Baphomet, male to female. So Charlie Kirk was married to a male to female. Brick wall. May Charlie be received into the merciful arms of Jesus. These are not Christians. Charlie Kirk is not a Christian. Charlie Kirk is a Baphomet. Charlie Kirk, watch this. Let me get all the way to the bottom here. Charlie Kirk is friends with Synagogue of Satan Antichrist Donald Trump, who was also born a female. How does a 31-year-old, some kid born in 1993, make it onto the huge world stage, shaking hands with the president? This is insane, and people falling for it. This is who they worship. So when you see the wife posting and holding crosses and crying and saying Jesus has him, my husband is with Jesus Christ now. No, he never worshipped Jesus. He worships the Baphomet, just like his daddy Trump or mommy Donna, right? There they are paying homage to the Baphomet. Obviously, they were in Israel, but they're wearing their little Jew hats, but this is what the worship is towards, the Baphomet. How many Talmuds are there? And as soon as he says Talmuds, he has no choice but to flash devil horns. This was staged because the person who was asking the question, who he was responding to, is wearing a top and it's got sniper across the chest while he is flashing devil horns talking about the Talmud and how there's a Babylonian version and a Jerusalem version. Talmud, Jewish. He's a Jew from the synagogue of Satan. 1254s, because Great Tribulation equals 1254. I believe I found another one. Here we go. So Charlie Kirk equals 192. White supremacy equals 192. So I've been telling you from before I found these decodes that he is a racist. The whole next agenda that they are pushing is the race war card. They want a race war. They want Palestine versus Israel. They want black versus white, brown versus yellow, male versus female, female versus trans, trans versus bi, non-binary versus binary. Do you see what they're doing? So Charlie Kirk is equals white supremacy. White supremacy also equals his killer, Tyler Robinson, and another killer, John Wilkes Booth, which is the mark of the beast. White supremacist equals Great Tribulation, 1254. So Charlie Kirk, white supremacy is a match. White supremacy is also a match to the person that shot him and mark of beast, and white supremacist equals Great Tribulation, which equals Charlie Kirk. Right? See, Great Tribulation in the Sumerian equals Charlie Kirk. In the standard cipher, it equals 1254. 1254 weeks from 9/11 is September 23rd. September 23rd equals Charles James Kirk and ancient artificial intelligence. September 23rd is written as 9/23. Charlie Kirk was killed at 9/23 in Jerusalem. So here's another connection with Captain James Kirk. James Kirk's date of birth, the fictional character James Kirk in the fictional Star Trek universe, is said to have a date of birth in the year 2233. So here's the biography. James Tiberius Kirk was born in Riverside, Iowa on March 22nd, 2233. So there's your 322 skull and bones for your March 322, and the year he was born is a reverse 322. So double 322 for James Kirk. And I already said that Charles Kirk, who shares the same name, is a skull and bones Freemason. So I showed you the slide yesterday with Charlie Kirk with his show showing that it equals. It was only around for 322 weeks, skull and bones. July 7th, 2019 to the day he was shot equals 322 weeks, skull and bones. James Kirk was born on March 22nd, 3/22 in the year 2233. It was also 6 years, 66 days from his debut episode being aired on the Charlie Kirk Show. A neck wound is 666. Galactic Federation equals Charlie James Kirk. Brick wall, Masonic brick wall, Masons, Baphomet, Synagogue of Satan, Masons. I've done the decodes. I have everything here. 923 in Jerusalem, the same day, September 10th. And remember, Charlie Kirk equals 630. September 10th is 630. So the day he was shot and killed equals his name, Charlie Kirk. 9/11, which was the date of his death in New Zealand, equals 630. So it was September 11th when he got shot. So September 10th is the American timing, and 9/11 is the date of it was in New Zealand. And New Zealand is 630 equals 630 9/11, which is 630 Charlie Kirk. And all of this stems from Masonry 630. He's a Freemason, along with his buddy Donald Trump, all from the same cult, right? The same cult. Charlotte. So this woman was killed in Charlotte, which equals 846. Charlotte is the feminine version of the male name Charles. So the nickname for a boy or a man named Charles becomes Charlie. A nickname for a female girl or woman named Charlotte is also Charlie. They're connected. So today there's going to be more white supremacists in Toronto and major cities in the world. The one in the UK with Tommy Robinson just took place, right? So there's going to be more. If you're caught at these rallies, you are a racist. If I find out, I will block you, delete you, and I will run your name through the ringer. And I'll make sure that your place of work and employment knows that you're a racist. Now is not the time to be going to these racist events that are staged as immigration, this, close the borders, we don't want immigrants taking our jobs. That's the cover. The real purpose is Israel versus Palestine. These events are run by white supremacists that look white but are Israeli descent. They are Israelis in the Western world fighting against the Palestinians who are also in the Western world. So they are fighting their war on Western soil, on British soil, Canadian, American soil. This has nothing to do with immigration and borders. This is the white Jews using their color of skin and playing on the emotions and the anger and the exhaustion of the borders being open and all the colored immigrants coming in from the Middle East or Asia all have brown skin color. So the Israelis can get away with hiding that they're from Israel and posing as Brits, posing as Americans, posing as Canadians, and going to war with Palestine on foreign soil. So this is a Baphomet. It's a born girl, transitioned to male, playing a role on the world stage. Masonic bricks. This is a big-headed male to female transgender. All the signs and symbolism. Again, I have this here because the Bible says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, Revelation 17:5. So if you really want to look at it, I've seen this and I thought this is a good way of looking at it, because it says in the Bible, upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great. Donald Trump is a woman, so I do refer to it as her, pronoun her. Donald Trump also has great again on the cap. So it says, make America great again. If you know what America is, I always refer to America as modern day Babylon. So it's basically saying, make Babylon great again on his forehead. So very good where I found this, watchmanscry.com. Thank you. All the space, the 666, the 322s. Captain Kirk was born 322. Thank you, Flat Earth Warriors, for sharing that. The King Charles, the KC. I know there's another decode going around to do with Back to the Future and Calvin Klein and CKs, the KC, Charlie Kirk, Marty McFly, the MM. So we're going back 40 years now. So I'm going to do some more research on the Back to the Future decode from the film that was released 40 years ago, supposedly has information showing that this was all predicted long before Charlie Kirk was even born, because he was born in 1993, 8 years after the movie was released. So I'll be back later to show some more decodes. But today in this video, the main ones are white supremacy, white supremacists, Great Tribulation, the 1254s, Charlie Kirk equals white supremacy. In the 192 cipher, there's a whole collection of 192s I'm going to have to go back to, right? Here's the 1254s, so check them out. History repeating is up there. So yeah, Charlie Kirk, I just released this video earlier with him talking about the Talmud, his religious book for the Synagogue of Satan. And this guy has sniper across his chest and looks like one too. And here they are worshiping Baphomet with their little teepee caps on, best buds. So what's going on? Who is following along? I've done so many videos now. Here we are with Flat Earth Warriors showing us that Captain James Kirk born on 322. It's crazy. I also have 11.3K subs, which matches the 311, or 11 times 3 is 33. So hopefully if you guys subscribe, I'm almost at 11.4. So let's get it clicked over then. So we don't have that 33 numerology. So I have a Discord. I don't use it. I made all of these things. I had a Telegram. I had a Signal. I had everything. But who has the time to be using every one of these platforms? I sure as hell don't. So I deleted them. I have a Discord. I don't know where or how I use it. If you search for me, it's most likely going to be under my name. That is everywhere, King Nico. But if you can please share my work on the Discord through these channels and somehow tag me, I'll work my way around and get there and do some work. Thank you. Ali says, Nico, you are on point. I appreciate that. I wish more people could see this. It seems everyone that does get to see this is waking up to it, and it's helping them get through this deception. This is the only channel that is digging up the whole truth and nothing but. Appreciate that. I do say it sometimes, but to have other people say and be like, look, this guy's the only one sharing this information Thank you. And that's why my lives are all getting messed with. I got deleted mid live yesterday, and I was furious and decided to repeat that live all through the night just to let them know, no matter what you do, you will delete me, you will silence me, but I will find ways. I will make 100 accounts and I will post that video 1,000 times on each account. You will not silence me. Yes, we got a new subscriber, Jeannie, not of this world, has been following this all from the beginning. So God bless you. Hope you're having a great weekend. I know it's just beginning, but looking forward to sharing more info with you. I'm going to be paying attention to the white supremacist rallies taking place collectively worldwide right now in all major cities. Sherry Z says, hi, Nico. It's also your 666th video, I think. So it better not be. That's ridiculous. Let me go and check. Oh, boy. So I have to go check. If I have reached that 666, then I definitely got to change that and make sure we post another video immediately. Okay, so just so you know, I'm not manipulating or playing around here. So thank you for mentioning that, because it is true. My YouTube channel is now at 665 videos. And I'm currently live, which would mean this is the 666th video I have uploaded to this channel since 2008. So I've been on YouTube for about 17 years now. I've got almost 3 million views. I've posted 665 videos. I have 11.3K subs. So yeah, this is unbelievable. So this is my 666 video. Illuminati confirmed. Ha, you're funny. Absolutely funny. Wow, I will not be silenced. Awesome, dude. I don't vouch for many channels, but Nico's been great. I am sharing your content. I think most people are not ready, but they need the truth. They have to be ready. By the time they think they're ready, it's going to be way too late. Excuse me a second. Okay, so this potentially is my 666 video, and all I'm doing is showing the 666 ritual. So it's crazy. I hope you all can subscribe, like, comment, share the work. I made a playlist. So it's the Charlie Kirk playlist. It's right here. So it's making it easy to find. Everything's compiled in here. The number one is the current live. It says only 20 people are watching. I did the 6-hour, 30-minute live with Charlie Kirk, sharing all the decodes, Charlie Kirk Talmud. I did the Irina Zarutska. It's all here. So please, 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 I'm making it very easy for everyone to find, to follow. So I'd appreciate it if you could like it, comment, share, dislike it if you have to, if you didn't like it, but just at least have some kind of input. So yeah, wow. Never expected to see these numbers on my channel. I do appreciate everyone being here and following along. The videos are all here. So plenty of content. I just need it to be seen by others who might not be able to. So wow, unbelievable stuff. The 923 in Jerusalem, like how much more do you need to see? And like I said, it probably still is not enough. People want to see more. People are very skeptical and like, oh no, that's a coincidence. Oh, that was this. Oh, that is because of this thing, or you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to end this live now. I'm trying to keep them short and full of content because I know people aren't going to watch and share a 4-hour live. but a 20-minute video or a 10-minute video, I've even shared a 3-minute videos, and I'm still struggling here. So I appreciate all the new subscribers, all the support, Flat Earth Warriors with his decodes, and sharing them and sharing all my work on his Instagram is helping. So I really appreciate it. We're doing the God's work here. We're exposing fake Christians. It's sad that 90% of the Christian population will fall very hard and will most likely be told by God that he never knew them, and they will be cast to the lake of fire. So if you're a Christian and you are feeling like you're part of the Christian collective because everything you see on TikTok from so-called other Christian accounts are posting and sharing the same things that you are, and then you're falling in the line, you're being played. And then you look at people like me and be like, oh, this person's hateful. Everything's fake to them. Everything needs to be decoded. Everything's satanic, because it is. So quickly, I just want to show some 666s again, because if this is my 666 video, I want to make sure I get all the 666 decodes in here. So Donald Trump, calm before the storm, is 666. Right? Donald Trump. I don't have to keep going over the connections between Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump. And the 888 and the 1254. It's all there. Where's all the 666s? We got colloidal titration, and which equals 666 and 1254. We got eternal monitoring. Where's all the 666s? As you can see, so fearless Charlie equals 666. Christians are posting on TikTok crying, saying he was fearless. Fearless Charlie. 666. There he is doing the 666 hand sign, holding a Trump poster. Ridiculous. So it was 666 Mercury years after the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. Remember, Abraham is a biblical name. So 660 Mercury years after Abraham Lincoln, Captain James Kirk was assassinated. 666. So remember, FBI Director Kash Patel caught Tyler Robinson, 33-hour manhunt, 33. So Mark of Beast is 666, which equals Tyler Robinson and John Wilkes Booth, all tied and connected to homosexuality and fake assassinations. Okay, it was 666 days after King Charles' 2023 birthday, the year he was coronated as king, that Charlie Kirk was assassinated. The movie Left Behind with Kirk Cameron, similar name and initials, the KC, Charlie Kirk, Kirk Cameron, starred in the Tribulation movie and the Rapture. He was born October 12, 1970. On April 12 next year, 2026, he will be 666 months old. There's your 322 Skull and Bones, which is a match for how long the Charlie Show podcast ran. From the moment he debuted it to the moment he died is 322 weeks. The person he shares a name with, James Kirk, was born March 22nd, 2233, for reverse 223 or 322. So here we go. From his show to the day of death is 6 years and 66 days for another 666. And why and how did he die? From a gunshot to his neck. A neck wound equals 666. Galactic Federation is 666. Also in another cipher, Galactic Federation equals 918, which is a match for Charlie James Kirk. Baphomet, devil horns, He was killed at 9/23 p.m. in Jerusalem, which is September 23rd. There we go. That's the 666s. We got complete incantation, magical spell, satanic superplot. This is what we're witnessing. So a lot of 666s surrounding this, along with the date durations, all kinds of stuff we've delved into to pull this all together. So Kirk means church, witchcraft, and he's a Maga boy. A Maga is one of the highest orders of the Satanic Church, right? Sorcery Maga or mage. Christian Zionism, Mormon, Sabbatian, Frankist. What? Killed at 923 in Jerusalem? Shake my head. Yeah, I thought you saw that, Flat Earth Warriors. So again, check this out. I'm going to put it back up on the screen so you can see it. It was 9:23 p.m. in Jerusalem when he was shot. Now, how many times before I found that out have I shown you the September 23rd connection? And why is September 23rd so important right now? I'll show you. All you have to do is go to YouTube, type in September 23rd, right? So here's my channel. We're going to type in September 23rd, September 23rd, and look what comes up on the YouTube feed. Prophecy, the prophecy everyone is talking about on September 23rd. Everyone is watching September 23rd. Here's why. The prophecy. Will Jesus return on September 23rd? September 23rd, rapture predictions. AI predicts Bible prophecy. Everyone's fixated on September 23rd. Tom McDonald, Charlie tribute. Okay, let's go to the filter and see just how many were posted in the last day. Today, 12 hours, 22 hours, 17 hours. So yeah, September 23rd is very, very popular for prophetic events taking place, which is why Charlie Kirk equaled September 23rd, which is why he died at 9:23 for September 23rd. So Revelation 3:9, I believe, is those that say they are Jews but are not and are of the synagogue of Satan. Do I have the Bible up? Yes, I do. So let's go to some of these verses quickly before I end this live stream. Revelation 3:9, I believe I know that one off by heart. So here's the Revelation 17:5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So if you look at America as Babylon, the cap on Donald Trump's head is Mystery Babylon or Make Babylon Great Again. Very similar. Revelation 3:9 is the synagogue of Satan, those that say they are Jews and are not. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. And remember, synagogue of Satan equals 888. I have the slides. Please, guys, share the work. I'm exhausted. If you don't want to watch it and share it, then I appreciate it if you just send some donations or send some inquiries. You know, I'm working my butt off here against the censorship. I'm watching my work get stolen and posted by channels with bigger followings. And then I have my work reshared back to me by people that are like, oh my God, Nico, did you see this? And I'm like, what the F? That is my work. Did you not see my video? You're a follower of me and you're sharing someone else that stole my work and now you're sharing it back to me. That is insulting. So if that happens, I will block and delete you. Make sure you come to my channel first. Like, comment, and make sure you're subscribed and turn the notifications on. If you do not want to have to go through all that trouble and you just want to go on TikTok and you don't care what I have to post, but you still want to support, then you can just send donations and that will help somewhat keep the work coming, because that's exactly what it is. It is work. It is a full-time bloody job having to decode this crap 24/7. So please, the email is there for all inquiries for e-transfers, crusaders of the resistance at gmail.com. I'm not one to ask for money, but it's been 7-8 years now, and I've got nowhere with this. I've ruined my life, especially after the pandemic, trying to warn people and wake them up and tell people, including my own family, don't take the jab, you'll end up dead. And what happened? They ridiculed me. I was exiled. And they all took it, they did it, and most of them aren't even here anymore. My dad was the last to go, dead, bragged to me about taking 10 jabs and said he'll survive it. He's gone. I warned people, don't take it. People don't listen. Not even my own family listened to me. And now they will suffer and die. And then I have to go stand at their funerals and pretend like I'm sad because they died. But I know why they died, because they were ignorant and didn't want to listen and worship the government. They obeyed daddy government, and now they're in daddy government's cemetery, 6 feet in the ground. So I need help. If you're not going to share the work, which is all I have ever asked for, is just share it. Press the share button, add your tag, at followers, at highlight, share it to Facebook, share it to Telegram, share it to your Discord. But no, that's free. So, but now I know that no one is doing that. I'm going to just ask you to send donations. Help me start a GoFundMe so I can continue this work, continue decoding, continue traveling to report on stories. So I don't know other ways you can help me. I've always just said, please share it. Please share it to a big community that can check it out, and the domino effect will happen, and then someone will share it to somewhere else. But people don't want to play the easy, helpful game. They just want to be lazy. They want things sent to them from TikTok that has 1 million views and then feel like, oh, someone did the work for me. This has 1 million views. This is what I should be watching because 1 million other people watched it. So I'm caught up. I don't have to search for anyone else because all the information everyone is talking about is from this one video. That's absolute BS. So that's a separate life to talk about social media, AI, how the algorithm works, how it manipulates humanity, how the human mind looks at the internet and views a video on YouTube, how they decide what they want to watch according to the image, the views, the number count, the subscriber count. And AI knows that, so it plays you. Anyway, I'm done. I'm getting really upset and angry. I'm repeating myself again and again and again and again. I am coming up with brand new information constantly, first in the world to do so. Brand new decodes that are just absolutely mind-blowing, yet again, the first to do so. And people aren't losing their shit. But then as soon as I end this live and go on Twitter, there's some dumbass with some hand sign that's got 1 million shares and 25 million views. Like I said, it's fake, but everything is so corrupt and it's annoying. So I need your help. There's only so much patience I have left. I don't care who you are. No one is safe from getting blocked and deleted by me. I have a zero patience. I'm just not in the mood anymore. Just look at my channel. Look how long I have been doing this for. Look how much suffering I have to go through with this internet and the algorithm because of the truth that I speak. Anyway, if you've been watching and listening to this live stream, you are the resistance.